Hello everyone. Today's topic is concept of computer memory. So, computer memory is defined as one or more sets of clips that stores data or program instructions either temporarily or permanently. It is vital processing component in any computer. The main memory is the central storage unit in a computer system. The computer has basically two types of memory, internal and external memory. So computer use several different types of memory. That is, first is, as I told you, internal memory. In internal memory comes main memory, primary memory units, RAM means random access memory, and cache memory. And second is external memory. External memory undercomes secondary memory, and we can say that also auxiliary memory. So first we will talk about primary memory. The primary memory or the main memory is the most important part of the computer memory. It is through this is that the input and output is dealt with. The main memory can be classified into two types, RAM and ROM. So first we will talk about RAM. RAM, it is stand for random access memory, is the central storage unit in a computer system. It is in the form of a chip, that is why it is called the main memory. Random access memory, also called the read-write memory, as data can be read and written to it. It is temporary memory. The contents of the RAM are accessible only as long as the computer is on. Once the computer is turned off, the contents of RAM are wiped out. Due to this reason, this is also called scratch pad memory. So, do you recall any instance when you forget to save your work and it got lost? This is because when you are working, your data is on the RAM. So it is the place in a computer where the operating system, applications, programs and the data in current use are kept temporarily so that they can be accessed by the computer's processor, CPU. So the size of the main memory dictates the number of programs that can be opened at an instant. It determines the amount of data that can be processed at a time. The more RAM a computer has, the more data a computer can process and manipulate. So RAM is expensive. If you talk about RAM's size, so it can be 128 MB, 256 MB, 512 MB, 1 GB, 2 GB, 4 GB. So these types of RAM size are available nowadays. Generally, if we talk about RAM, so there are two types, static RAM and dynamic RAM. So I think you have understood about RAM. So next we will talk about ROM. ROM or read-only memory is a special type of memory whose contents can only be read. It is a permanent memory, so the contents of the ROM are not lost. Even when the computer is switched off, it is normally used to store the manufacturer's instructions. ROM also stores an initial program called the bootstrap loader that has the initial instructions to start the operating system software once the power is turned on. If we talk about read-only memory means ROM, so there are three types. First is PROM. PROM means programmable read-only memory. So this type of ROM can be programmed to store information, but once this is done, the information on the ROM or PROM chip cannot be altered or erased. So next, if we will talk about EEPROM, it is stand for erasable programmable read only memory. So this type of memory allows a user to erase the information stored on the ROM chip and program it again with new information. The contents of the EEPROM can be erased by exposing it to ultraviolet rays. So it is called UV EEPROM. Next, we will talk about EEPROM, means electrically erasable programmable read only memory. So this type of EEPROM can be programmed, its contents can erase electrically. So I hope you will have to understood about ROM. Next, we will talk about cache memory. This is a special memory used for speeding up the transfer of data and instructions. The speed of the CPU is much higher than the access time of the main memory. So this affects the performance of the CPU due to the lower speed of the main memory. To bridge this gap between the operating speeds and special memory chip called the cache memory. So anytime some data is required, it is first checked up in the cache. This memory makes the main memory much faster. It is generally small in size. It is very expensive to use a large cache. Now we will talk about units of memory. So as you know that computer stores data or information using electrical and electronic components like the integrated circuit and semiconductors. These components can recognize only two states, presence or absence of an electrical signal. 0 and 1 are used to represent these two states and are known as bits. So this is computer's language, means you can say computer stores every information in binary language. And binary language are made up of two digits, 0 and 1. So 0 represents the absence of a signal and 1 represents the presence of a signal. The smallest unit of memory is a binary digit or bit and can hold a single state, either 0 or 1. So if we talk about smallest unit of measurement unit of computer, so you know that bit is the smallest unit measurement unit of the computer. A sequence of 4 bits form a nibble. A sequence of 8 bits form a byte and can store in a single numerical or alphabetical character. 1 byte can represent numbers from 0 to 255. And other units that are larger multiple of bytes and KB, MB, GB and TB. So you know that 1 KB equals to 1024 bytes, 1 MB equals to 1024 KB, 1 GB equals to 1024 MB, 1 TB equals to 1024 GB. So like this. So bytes are used to measure the amounts of data digitally stored or transmitted. Now we will talk about secondary memory. So secondary memory, for secondary memory we have made the video already. If you want then you can see the in video list. So you will get the video. But also still I will tell here something about secondary storage. So secondary memory storage capacity is one of the main characteristics of a computer. Enormous amounts of data can be stored and retrieved quickly and accurately. Secondary memory is used to store large amount of data and instructions permanently. So if we talk about secondary memory, so data has to be stored separately in a secondary backup device to keep it permanent. It is not part of the main computer. So the data on the backup device is transferred to the main memory as the when processing is required. Secondary storage device can be used to store many gigabytes of data today. It is much cheaper than the main storage, floppy disk, hard disk, CD-ROM, DVD-ROM, pen drive, etc. So our secondary storage devices are available nowadays, various types. So first, magnetic storage media. So data is stored on magnetic sensitive materials, floppy disk and hard disk fall under the category. So every magnetic disk is circular and coated with magnetic material. Now we will talk about floppy disk. You must have heard about floppy disk. A floppy disk is a removable, reusable magnetic storage medium. Floppy disks are also called diskettes and were introduced by IBM in 1971. Floppy disks are read and write by a floppy disk drive, or it is also called in abbreviated form FDD. And next, hard disk. Hard disk is also a secondary storage device, and it is called also HDD. Is commonly referred to as a hard drive or fixed disk drive. It is a non-volatile storage device which stores digital data on rapidly rotating disk with magnetic surfaces. It is made up of substance like aluminum and coated on both sides with magnetic material. And now we will talk about optical storage media like CD, CD-ROM, CDR, CD, compact disc, rewritable. So data is stored and read using a laser beam. CD, DVD, pen drive, Blu-ray disc, memory stick falls under the category. So let's discuss about Blu-ray disc. Blu-ray, also known as Blu-ray generation optical disc format. The format was developed to enable recording, rewriting and playback of high definition video HD, as well as storing large amounts of data. The format offers more than 5 times the storage capacity of traditional DVDs. A single layer disc can hold 25 GB, while a dual layer disc can hold 50 GB of data. It can hold over 9 hours of high definition video on a 50 GB disc and about 23 hours of standard definition. So here is a question, why the name Blu-ray? The name Blu-ray is derived from the underlying technology which uses a blue-violet laser to read and write data. The name is a combination of blue means blue-violet laser and ray, optical ray. And who developed Blu-ray? The Blu-ray disc format was developed by the Blu-ray Disc Association, BDA. It is a group of leading consumer electronics, personal computer and media manufacturers with more than 180 members companies from all over the world. So if we talk about Blu-ray disc, so it has various formats are part of the Blu-ray disc specification: BD-ROM, BDR, BD-RE and etc. Next we talk about memory card. So memory card is also a external storage device. It is very popular, everybody knows about it. And next, memory stick. So memory stick was launched by Sony in 1998. So different varieties of memory sticks: Pro, Duo, Magic Gate, and nowadays multimedia cards are similar the size and functions to SD cards, but without the locking tab features. These are less widely used. And secure digital cards are most widely used format of a small size and available in high capacities. So these types of computer memory computer memory means primary and secondary are available. So you must have understood about the concept of memory, and some videos we have already made from related to computer memories. If you want to see, then you can join my channel Software Computer Education, where you will get all videos related to this topic. Thank you.